Now people are saying that Latinos didn't know that Black Americans are not immigrants. Ciao. I just don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say.
A white man or whatever. No. You fucked up. They're going to get you out of here. All they wanted was your vote. They got it now. They don't need you anymore. And they're looking to get you out of here. Right? Now, I don't know how they're going to do that. Maybe somebody in his cabinet can convince him, hey, it's not a good idea to deport these people. They're a big portion of our workforce. And if we deport them, the economy is going to go to shit. I don't know. Maybe they can convince him. And if they do, well, lucky you. But if they don't, you are the prime target. And you voted for it, even though we tried to warn you. So anything that happens to you, it's your own goddamn fault. You voted for it. That's what you wanted. That's what you're going to get. I have no sympathy for you. Sorry. You know, for all of you who didn't vote for him, I'm sorry that you're going to have to go through this. I truly am sorry. And that's my message to the Latinos for Trump. You won. Congratulations. You might get your ass deported back to Mexico or wherever you came from. Congratulations. Now, to the rest of you that voted for Trump, you sold out your country for the price of eggs, the price of gasoline, interest rate on loans, the price of houses. You were too selfish and too fucking greedy to do the right thing. No, you wanted to do something for yourself. Fuck the country. Well, you screwed yourself and the rest of us in the process. That man is too stupid to run this country. If he does what he's planning to do with the tariffs, you think prices were high under Biden? You're about to find out how high they can go. You're going to have to choose between groceries and rent. If you're already in that situation, I'm sorry for you. But if you were in that situation and you voted for Trump, well, then you just fucked yourself even more, because it's going to get worse. You think you won. The only thing you won was the election. You lost your country. You lost your self-respect. You lost your freedom. If Trump does all the things that he said he was going to do, we're in for a world of hurt. All of us. All of us. Hopefully we can survive it, but I don't think we're going to be able to. That man is a total idiot. And if they don't have anyone watching him and steering him in the right direction, we are all screwed. But hey, you did it. I'm going to be here to remind you about it. Hopefully, I don't have to leave the country, but if it comes to that, I'm ready. I've got an out. Hopefully, you do too. Have a good day.
Yo, people next! Yo, people next! Where is that, motherfucker? Yeah, get the fuck out of here! You're gonna go to hell! Don't be praying for Jesus, because I know you pray for Jesus, bitch!
This comment was racially motivated because you had a Hispanic ICE agent and you had a white ICE agent, but you targeted the black ICE agent. No smoke for your own people and no smoke for the white man. No Child Left Behind failed y'all tremendously because black Americans will never have an issue with ICE. Black Americans are US citizens. If it wasn't for black Americans, they wouldn't even be over here. Y'all wouldn't even be over here. Learn your history. The Immigration Act of 1924 was only for white European immigrants, and they discriminated against non-European immigrants until the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965, which was brought to you by black Americans. If you're going to be racist or anti-black American, at least be educated. Be educated while you're doing it. But anyway, salud, and may St. Christopher look over you.
I have been seeing a lot of posts from Latin people and Mexican people with this message to black people. They're saying that you all are next. Can I tell you a little secret? Black people in America, we're not immigrants. We're United States citizens. So we can't be deported. For you all to say, oh, black people next, we're not immigrants. We were born and raised in the United States of America. Our ancestors worked this land, and we are United States citizens. So stop making that post talking about you all are next to black people. It doesn't make any sense because We're not immigrants.
Hear me out. I want y'all to hear me out. So you remember people kept saying, but you guys, what are you going to do when you guys are next? When black people are next? Because after us, what are you going to do? Because they're going to be after you. So you are that unaware about what's been going on in the black community for centuries that you think that we haven't been oppressed. Are you kidding me? That blows my mind. And you expect me to run to want to help you? Our babies been getting snatched up out our arms. Our houses been getting burnt up. Our fathers been getting killed. Our mothers been getting raped. We been getting charged with stuff we didn't do. Kids been getting snatched up and locked up for crimes they did not commit. So when you see me say, I'm stepping back, this y'all fight, y'all got it, I sincerely mean it. I'm resting and I'm raising my children. That's what y'all did. And you still don't get it. Crazy.
So wait, people really thought that African Americans were immigrants? Yeah, I know y'all lying. Don't immigrants go like on their own? If they go to a particular country on their own accord, because they may be trying to get away from whatever. We ain't come here because we wanted to be here. We still don't want to be here. Hell, we hoping that they maybe put us out and send us somewhere. Well, what do y'all mean y'all thought we were immigrants? Immigrants? Y'all know the story of how we got here? Do that make sense? Like, this world is so disillusioned about African Americans. We're descendants of Africa, but we've been here for hundreds of years. We're not first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation. Like, we've been here. We built this country. The foundation of this country is built by African Americans. We didn't come here because we want to be here. Like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all thought we were immigrants. Immigrants? Who? Where? Immigrants? I got papers to prove I ain't no immigrant. Like, some of the stuff that I hear on social media is correct. Like, for real, y'all thought we were immigrants. Come on now. Stop playing. We don't want to be here now. Get us out of here.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, white people, they came out and vote against their own interest. White people, they came out and vote for deportation, and also the Latinos also, they came out and joined white people. The people from the Asian community, they came out and joined white Americans to vote for Donald Trump. And these people, they voted knowing that Donald Trump policy, it is going to affect black people. They voted for deportation. These people, they voted for racism. And also these people, they voted so that black people can be punished more in America. But it has turned out that the people who are being punished, it is the white people and the Asian people who voted for Donald Trump. So we have been seeing how Asian people, their families, their friends, they are being deported in America. And also we have been seeing how white people, they are really suffering in America. Majority of them, they cannot even afford basic necessity. So while the Asian people, the Latinos, the Mexican, they are being deported, the white people, they are now coming out and ask question, why are black people not being deported? And this, it has turned out that black people, these people, the MAGA people, they don't know the history of black people in America. And also the Asian people also, they have come out and asked also questions, why are black people not deported? Because we've been seeing the Asian people, their families, their friends, they have been deported in America, but black people, they are not being deported. So majority of white Americans, they are wondering, why is the government not deporting black people? So in this video, I have some of the video compilation of video that I want you to watch till the end. Then I'll be back with more comment. Kindly watch this video and see how white people, they are furious why black people, they are not being deported. Kindly let's watch till the end, then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. I'm your host Dash lifestyle.
I mean, y'all thought we were immigrants. Y'all thought black people, black Americans, African Americans, blacks, us, were immigrants. The hardest lessons, clearly, it's going to take me a long time to learn and figure out is that other people just don't know what I know. I assume that a lot of people know what I know. That's why y'all keep saying that, huh? That makes sense, I guess. That we're next. Y'all think, what? How do y'all not know how long we've been a part of this country? Black people fought in the crispest attics. Did everybody not, at my little church, every Black History Month, there was this huge thing. I'll never forget when I came to my grandma's house. It was a huge package, and it was all of these cards. They were ABC cards, but on every card, letter of the alphabet, and an important person from Black history. And that was what we did all February at Sunday school. Like, we learned those cards. We would have to, and then we'd line up at like the Black History program, and we'd have to read them out loud. So I guess I just assumed, oh my God.
Man, what's going on TikTok? How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. But check this out. Man, I noticed something with this deportation thing. I just couldn't figure it out. I said it in my video, but I just never thought about it. These people keep saying we're going to get deported, we're going to get deported, we're going to get deported. They projecting because we the only people that didn't immigrate here. We didn't migrate here. We not refugees to come over here. We not in the immigration system. We didn't have to pledge allegiance and denounce another country just to live here. We didn't do none of that. We not anchor babies. Our parents didn't come over here, didn't had us here. None of that. But they have. They have. And they hate that. They jealous of that. They jealous of that. Because number one, they thought they were going to be our replacement. They was working on it. I ain't gonna lie, they were working real hard to be our replacement. Then number two, they came over here to colonize us. But when they found out that Trump made it a way where we are emancipated people, we are children of slaves, we can't be deported. They hate that, and that bothers them. That jealousy and envy bothers them because they already come over here with jealousy. They already come over here with envy. But now they see we can't go nowhere. Now they want us to be scared with them. They want us to be scared of if we see an unmarked car drive past our house. They want our heart to be beating fast. You know what I mean? When we go to restaurants and we see ICE come take somebody, they want us to be scared with them. And we just out here popping fans. You know what I'm saying? Well, them fans, we just popping fans, having fun, enjoying life, talking, trying to get our money right, trying to see what's going to happen in the future. We ain't even thinking about ICE. We're not even thinking about being deported like they is. They want us to be scared like them. They want us to be worried like them. You get what I'm saying? That, and I'm like, damn, bro, like they really are jealous of us. Not just the Africans and Caribbeans, the Mexicans are jealous of us. Because they mad because they not part of the 14th Amendment. They not. There's a lot of white people not part of the 14th Amendment either. They jealous of that, bro. We can trace our family to the 1700s. Some people can go far back than that. And they don't like it. And they jealous of it. And they hate it. I know it burns them up. Like all the contempt, all the anti-blackness they say about us, the rhetoric, the stereotypes, all that stuff they spew. And that one thing they can't get is the citizenship like we have. We emancipated people, and they hate that. Ooh, they hate that. That burns them up. That's why they doing these scare tactics on us. That's why they doing all these things, because they want us to be fearful, just like them, of being deported.
Latinos have to be more delusional than J-Lo thinking she's really Selena to believe that black people can be deported in their own country and that black people are immigrants.
Are you people insane? What are you talking about?
Through my short tenure on this app, having conversations with people throughout the diaspora and people from around the world, it has come to my attention that many do believe that black people are actually immigrants in the country that we hail from. This is why we get hit with, where are you from? And when somebody says Georgia or New York or Detroit, they're like, no, where are your parents from? And I'm like, New York. They don't get it. And it's like, you arrived here as an immigrant and you think America is a white country. America has never been a white country. America has always been a multi-ethnic country in which white people have been the majority of, never been a white country. So you don't look at a black person or a native person and be like, oh, you're really American. That's just the reality of this country. We'll always say the only real Americans in this current iteration of America we have are white people, black people, and Native Americans, because those three people have been here since before the inception of America and during the creation of America. Everyone else came after. All the other European immigrants came through Ellis Island. The Italians, the Polish, the Jewish people, the Greeks, all of those people are later additions. We've been here since before all of them. So how can a black person be deported? I would implore you to actually know the history of the country you're living in or trying to occupy. And before you speak to someone who is actually a descendant of the people who have been here since the 1700s, do better. Do better. This is a sad attempt at you trying to force my hand to support Latinos because of what's happening right now. I do support everyone, but to say a comment like this is dumb because black people cannot be deported because we're from here. Now, can other black immigrants be deported? 1000%. I have family that can be deported because I have family from all around the world, but I'm American. But that's a different conversation in terms of identity politics and how Afro-Latinos or Caribbean or Africans identify in this current phase of America. Latinos are the ones that are being targeted right now. Asians are the ones being targeted right now. And Latino people have a history of anti-blackness and a history of colorism within their community. You guys are racist towards your own dark-skinned people, your own black people. So you have to stop looking to black people for like unwavering support, and then in the same sentence be like, well, you're next, or you're ghetto, or you're this. And it's like the underlying tones of racism and threats that you guys put in your messaging aren't helping your cause. They aren't helping your cause.
Y'all know when Latinos and Hispanics be like, black Americans are next, they really thought that black Americans are immigrants. And that explains why they voted the way they voted. They try to get us up out of here. But I gotta say to the Latino community, not only did your ESL classes, but the American educational system failed you tremendously. Because black Americans are not immigrants and we're not going anywhere. And this is how ill-informed they are. They really think because they're in the middle between black and white that they're white adjacent, when that's far from the truth. It's only 3 categories that's broken down in this country. You have white Americans, you have non-whites, and you have black Americans. The people in the middle, y'all just extras in this movie. The main characters are the white Americans and the black Americans, and sometimes the Native Americans make a guest appearance. This country spent too much money, trillions of dollars, in painting black people as the bad guys. That's the default, to even get rid of black Americans, as sad as that may sound. And you know who's catching on quick, who's learning the game real quick? Africans and Caribbeans. That's why they're cosplaying as black Americans. They're not cosplaying as black Americans to trick us black Americans. They're doing it to trick white Americans because they don't want to be deported.
So Latinos, y'all thought we was immigrants? So you mean to tell me y'all thought we was just over here chilling? So that's why you guys are saying that we're next. Man, we was first. And they still ain't stopped coming for us. So, hey, just don't worry about us, man. We gonna take care of us, and y'all take care of y'all, man. Cause we know how y'all look at us, man. And don't try to say that it's not that way, man, because we know it is. We know it.
What's going on, people? I want to briefly talk about all of this nonsense from migrants just saying to black Americans, your time is coming too. You wait. One day it's going to be your turn. In other words, to be deported. How's that going to happen? And where would they deport black Americans to? Now, you could say, oh, they're going to deport you back to Africa. We've never been to Africa. We have no connections to Africa. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, wake up one morning and the Iceman is knocking on the door, breaking the door down, saying, okay, get up. We deporting you. You going back to Africa, right? And we're like, Africa? I ain't never been to no Africa. Who's in Africa? What part of Africa am I going to? Yeah, you going to send me back to the continent? What country in Africa am I going to? We just going to send you back to Africa because that's where you from. You got family. Who my family in Africa? Where am I going to live in Africa? I don't know nobody in Africa. You just going to just send me back to a place that I ain't never been before? Now you see how stupid that sounds. Now I'm going to make a video on YouTube and I'm going to go in more in depth on that, and I'm going to post it on X, okay? So you guys go to X and follow me on X. If you have an X account, formerly as Twitter, go on there and follow me. Fearless J 2008. Fearless J 2008. I'm going to make that video because it makes no sense. Why would you wish bad on somebody, to a people that have done nothing to you? What have Black Americans done to migrants and to the Latino community and even the Africans that would tell Black Americans, your day is coming too. You just wait. You're going to get deported too. Where am I being deported to? This is my country. This is where I'm from. This is where my ancestors are from. Oh, you's from Africa. Where in Africa am I from? And who's my family in Africa? Once I get to Africa, who can I call? Right? So tell me, all of y'all that say that I'm from Africa, that I'm going to be deported back to Africa, number one, I can't be deported to a place that I ain't never been before. So how am I going to be deported back to a place that I had never been before? Y'all tell me that. Who's my peoples in Africa? What was my African name? See, you see how stupid that sounds, right? So when you say Black American is going to happen to you one day, why would you wish bad on somebody? What did Black Americans do to you? Was it an individual Black American? Did you get jumped? Did somebody take your cookie in school? Were you bullied? For Africans, were you called an African booty scratcher? Because I know a lot of y'all keep saying, like, I was bullied in school. I was called an African booty scratcher, and that hurt my feelings. And I had PTSD from being called an African booty scratcher when I was growing up from Black Americans. So now I'm just going to wish that they get deported. What did Black Americans do to y'all to make you want Black Americans to be deported? To not even like Black Americans? Know what I think it is? I think you envy Black Americans. I think Black Americans are comfortable in a position, because y'all are trying to, for some reason, y'all seem to, be spending a whole lot of time, man. It's like Black Americans are living inside your head. You have Black American derangement syndrome, right? It's like, well, Black Americans ain't taking advantage of the opportunities here. Black Americans are committing all these crimes. But what does that have to do with you? Because a few Black Americans, just like from any other race, right? But what does that have to do with you? Black Americans don't work. They lazy. What does that have to do with you? How does that stop you from doing what you're supposed to do? And where are the results of what you've been doing since you've been here? All right? You know what I mean? So why are you all in Black Americans' power? Why are you pocket watching Black Americans? Right? How does that benefit you? How does that give one inkling to your life, how does that affect you? You just watch Black Americans day in, day out. You're trying to find something wrong. It's like, this what so create your own space. Do your own thing. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing, right? But I made a video on TikTok, and I was just supporting Coke, and I really didn't expect to get over 200,000, close to 300,000 views on there. And it's a lot of angry Mexicans and Latinos. Took that quite personal, although it had nothing to do with you. So now a lot of y'all are on there talking about grape Kool-Aid, which I have no idea what that is, and you talk about Africa and go back to Africa and it's going to happen to you. What's going to happen to me? Where am I going to get deported to? Who's going to deport me? Did you not know, and this is historically true, one of the biggest fears that the white man had was for Black people, for Black Americans to wake up and rise up. That's a fear that they've always had. That's why the FBI is always looking for a Black Messiah. And that's why when a Black Messiah, or what appears to be a Black Messiah, arise, they end up taking him out, right? Because they fear Black Americans rising up, okay? We are indigenous here, all right? So I don't know what you guys are talking about, man. Do you not know what would happen if they try to deport Black Americans? It sounds stupid. Even me saying this sounds stupid. But do you know what would happen if they try to deport Black Americans to a place that we've never been before, that we know nothing about, that we have no connections to, right? See, it sounds silly. So y'all need to stop that nonsense, man. Talking about they're gonna deport y'all back to Africa, a place that we ain't never been before. We ain't no Africans, right? Well, I had a chat with Chat GPT. We had an in-depth conversation, right? AI and Chat GPT. And I was asking some questions like, well, that's a good point. It couldn't answer the questions, right? Because if you're telling me that I'm African because we have DNA in African, well, they say every human being descended from Africa. So that means a Chinaman should be African too, so what makes them different than me? Well, we've been away for over 500 years, right? And some even say that we were here before then, but they were transported to Africa and then end up being transported back here. Therefore, that's where you got the thing, oh, you from Africa. Black people all over this planet, right? You forget the original woman that they found, the oldest bone, was a Black woman. So we've been everywhere on this planet, right? So who's to say that we are Africans, man? We're entirely different people. They know that they're different from us. They ain't like us, right? And I think that's why you have so many immigrants that's angry and upset, because they're not in the position that many of us are in, right? Although a lot of us, or you may think a lot of us, don't take advantage of it, all right? But where are we going to be deported to? And who's going to do the deporting? I don't think that's going to happen, because the day that happened is the day that there will be some serious bloodshed here. And that's one of the things that the white man always feared, was Black Americans waking up and rising up.
I just realized that y'all really think Black Americans, or thought Black Americans, were immigrants. Dude, get it together. I'm not afraid for them to be coming for me as an immigrant. My great-great-grandfather was 11 years old when they freed the slaves, okay? And guess what? His parents were born here. So, homie, I'm not a first generation anything. I'm multiple generations here. So keep with the stupid threats like, oh, be afraid because they'll come for you next. We didn't immigrate here, homie. We been here. If you really want to look back and they want to go there, they'll find out that we were even here before old Columbus. So Not even that. But if you could just start with Columbus and the slave trade. We were born here. We're actually the real citizens. So stop with the BS. And if you want to start tripping, some of you Europeans is only 1 or 2 generations in. So don't act crazy. Let's get real.
Man, stop trying to convince these people that we need to stand together and all that. They ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. They've been betrayed so many times, bro. 1877, after federal troops pulled out of the South, bro. Betrayed. 40 acres and a mule, betrayed. You feel me? Jim Crow, betrayed. Redlining, betrayed. Every promise that this country has made to them has been a false promise. And now we need y'all to stand with us while we march. But leave them people alone. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Because they know how prevalent racism is in our community. And they know how y'all talk about them when they ain't in the room. And they know that now y'all got y'all N-word wake up. Didn't y'all? Y'all got that Paul Mooney N-word wake up call. And now y'all want to scream unity and solidarity. Nah, bro. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. The people that have been working together will continue to work together. The people that have empathy for your plight and your situation will continue to have empathy for your plight and situation. But don't try to convince people to come join your side. Like, oh, it's always been. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're trying to survive their damn self. They're trying to figure out how this man is about to get rid of the 13th and 14th Amendment and strip them of citizenship. What, you don't think they know what time it is? They gotta deal with their own shit. I'm just saying, I see a lot of videos where people are like trying to convince, Black Americans that they need to stand side by side with Black and brown unity, but when it's something that doesn't benefit us, we ain't screaming that shit. Yeah, get mad. Go ahead. You know I'm fucking right.
I don't have no hate towards y'all at the end of the day, man. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm so glad we had the conversation about Black Americans not being immigrants, because I learned so much about how immigrants think about us. Like, I always had that knowledge of, like, they were propagandized by America to think that we were lazy and criminals and all the worst things a person could be. They said that Black Americans were. But I never paid it no never mind, because we all conditioned by this country. It's Black Americans who think that too. Everybody in this country's sick. Some of us just realize it and some of us don't. One African sister got on here and said she did think that we were immigrants, and the reason why she thought that was because of the term African American. When she thinks about like different types of Americans, like Italian American, for example, those people came over on Ellis Island. She thought that African Americans at one point immigrated here. I don't know how she married that with slavery, but that is what she thought. The term African American got her messed up. And I understand that, but I still, because Italy is a country, Africa's not. So if you were to say Italian American, that pinpoints the place where the person immigrated from. But we said African American because we don't know. Africa's a whole continent. If I was Nigerian, I would say I was Nigerian American. So while I do understand their point of view, I still find it to be very anti-Black. And also, that's the reason why I'm not calling myself African American anymore. I'm Black American. That's it.
Let me get on to you, Modern Crusader. Somebody sent me a stitch that you did in my video, and I don't know how I missed it, but I missed it. That's my fault for missing that stitch. But let me tell you something. I'm not African, bro. If we're gonna use this African descent thing, everybody has African descent. Everybody. If we're going to use your theory, everybody has African descent. Even you have African descent, so you African too, right? Even though you Mexican or El Salvadorian or Nicaraguan, whatever you are, Spanish-speaking person, whatever you are, whatever you claim to be, you got African descent in you. You got a black abuela somewhere in your family. Let's get that straight, okay? What I said was black Americans, meaning the 14th Amendment people will not be deported. The Africans will be deported. The Caribbeans gonna be deported. The Haitians gonna be deported. The Mexicans gonna be deported. The people from your country will be deported, but not black Americans. That's what I said. There's a distinct difference between me and the rest of them. I didn't immigrate here. I wasn't a refugee here. My parents didn't have me as an anchor baby on this land. My parents didn't flee nowhere from war-torn countries or anything like that. I don't have a history of fleers in my family. I don't have a history of migrators in my family. And for you to say in one of my comments, as a Mexican man, this is how you think low of your people. Who gonna pick the fruits and the vegetables? So you cool with your people being exploited for low wages. You cool with that. That tells me a lot about you as a person. Black Americans, we ain't finna be exploited for no little money. We'd rather just sit on the corner and get money. We'd rather work 3 jobs that's paying more than picking whatever they trying to get us to pick fruit and stuff. We used to get, back in the day, we used to get paid good money to pick fruit and vegetables until y'all came over and lowered the wages for people to pick fruits, especially out there in California. They was get paid good money out there in the 80s until they saw, oh, we can exploit these people. These people work for $2 an hour. People making $250 almost every 2 hours with a case, like have multiple cases of fruits and vegetables picking, and they were making bank back then. But y'all came and lowered the wages. So why you want your people to be exploited? Huh? Answer that question. Why? Tell me why. As a Hispanic, Mexican, Spanish descent, whatever you are, I don't know what you is. Okay? We will not be deported, sir. We're not you. We're not Africans. We don't come from Africa. A lot of us in America, just because I'm black and I look, I could be Dominican, I could be Caribbean, I could be a dark Puerto Rican, I could be Afro-Latino, Afro-Mexican, African, or whatever, or even a black Filipino. I could be all those things. I could be a black Brazilian. I could be all those things, but I'm not from those places, bro. They all African descent just like you. Just because people have African descent doesn't mean they from these fucking countries. White people have African DNA in their bloodline. White people. But y'all ain't pushing that African stuff on them. So once again, let me make it plain and clear for you, okay? As a 14th Amendment emancipated Negro of the United States of America, we will not be deported. You, on the other hand, and other people like yourself will be deported. They even deporting white people, okay? But we will not be deported at all. We're not you. I don't have to look out the window and be like, oh, Jesus, is that ice over there? I don't got to do that. I ain't got to do that. A lot of my people ain't got to do that. We ain't got to look out no window. So, anyway, y'all have a good day.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how the Latinos people, they are mad. Also white people, how they are mad because they are not seeing black people being deported in America. But one of the things that have come out and realized is the Latino and white people, they don't know the history of black Americans in America, simply because if they knew the history of black Americans in America, these people, they wouldn't wanted to be angry while black people, they are not deported. Because I can for sure tell you that black people, they are the indigenous people of America. The white people who are in America, they came and found black people in America. So this America, it is not belonging to the white people. The white people, they stole this America. America, it is a stolen land, and the white people, they stole this America. White people, they stole the land. So this is to tell you that the reasons, majority of the reasons to why black people that are not deported, it is because it is their home. Black people, they were in America before white people, they came. So it is a home. The people who are foreigners, the people who are visitors in America, it is the white people, and those white people that are the ones who need also to be deported. And also we have been seeing the Latinos, the Asian communities also, it is getting angry because they see that black people, they are not deported. So this tell you that these people, the Latinos, the Asian people, these people, they join the white people because the Asian people, they saw their color, it is more brown, they resemble white, so they team up with the MAGA people, with the white people, so they voted for this administration so that they can punish black people, so that they can deport black, so that black people can be deported. But it has turned out that the people who are also being deported, it is the Latino people. You have been seeing how the Asian people that have been deported in America, their families, they have been crying, and also those who are really doing the campaign for Donald Trump, also those Asian, they will also be deported. So this tell you that these people, that right now they are realizing that voting against your own interest is bad. Voting against racism, it is bad. Voting to punish other people, it is bad. So right now we are seeing that they are really mad and furious because black people, they are not deported. And also these people, before coming out and complain to the government why are black people not deported, these people, they need to go and read the history of black people, and they will know exactly who are black people and why black people, they are not being deported in America. You know, these people that have been voting for years, for like 500 years, just to punish black people, just to see black people not thriving in America. But who is God? God, he has come through for black people this time round, and it is like God is using Donald Trump to punish these white people and these Latino people, these Asian people. God is using Donald Trump to punish them because for so many years, black people that have been going through a lot in America. For over 500 years, black people that have been suffering, and these people that have not even come out and complain with black people. But right now, let them be furious. And this to tell you that why is the Latino, you know, the Latinos, why are they these Latinos, they are also black. Why are they racism? Why are they bringing racism towards black people? Why these people, they don't love black people? These are Latinos. I don't know why these Latinos, they don't love black people. So guys, let me read some of the comment here and see what black people that have come out and say in the comment section. This one saying that the day black gets deported is the same day America collapses. Exactly, that's another reasons to why Americans it is not deporting black people, because the people who build America, it is black people. The black people, they are the ones who build America. And also black people, they have made America what it is today. It is because of the sweat and the hard work of the black people. Right now you can see America, it is what it is. So if the government decide to deport black people, America, it will also fall. There's a group of people, there's a group of white people who came out and they wanted they were creating white only town. So these people, they, after building the white only town, this white only town, it didn't survive. This white only town, it didn't survive. You can imagine in America, a group of people, the government, it has allowed a group of white people to come out and create their own town, and they are calling it white only town. After creating this white only town, they didn't want to see any black people in this white only town. They didn't want to allow any black people to visit this white only town. So after them building this white only town, so they had so many challenges simply because they lacked black labor. There is no black labor, and we know how these people, they are lazy. So after lacking black labor, and also majority of black people, they came out and told them that if you guys were creating white only town, don't use the black invention in your white only town. You should not use the things that black people, they invented in your white only town. So because of that, we have been seeing this white only town falling down simply because they cannot they don't have people to help them. They cannot also use some of the inventions from black people. So this also is to tell you that America, if they will deport black people, all black people, if they will be deported in America, America also, it will fall down. You can see if this white only town fall down, because they were coming out and saying, no, we don't have workers, we don't have black laborers, we as black people, they invented so many things and we cannot use in white only town. We wanted this white only town to be the things that they are going to use, it was invented with the white people. So these people, it came out, and majority of black people, they saw this white only town falling down because they realized that these people, they cannot do without us black people. And that's why this one is saying that the day black gets deported in America, America will collapse. So this one is saying that we aren't being deported, but if it make you feel any better, your family didn't have to live through the horrors of slavery. You just voted to deport yours. This one is saying that, attention, fellow black Americans, stand strong, stand firm, and stand united. We are all we have got, and that's a lot. Exactly. This one is saying that we are not going to get out head cracked in this time. Fight your own fight. This one saying that I am a citizen, they can't deport me, and the government owes me a check too, so I am not going anywhere. This one is saying that it's funny how immigrant come over here to the United States and say black people didn't this bad thing, and black people do this all the time, but say nothing about who's doing what's from the country they feel from. Make that make sense. Exactly. This one saying that over the year, I have met a lot of Latino and Hispanic families who were surprisingly racist towards black people. Since I speak Spanish, I've been like a fly on the wall in some of those moments, and it really opened my eye. This one saying that they have another plan for us. Family, keep food and water in your homes. Keep your eye out over our children. Keep yourself informed and your head on a swivel. Yeah, this one is saying that when we say we are foundational, we are not effing around. We really are. Exactly. Black people, they are foundational. The people who are visitors in America, I can tell you that it is white people, and the white people, they went ahead and stole the land. So this one saying that jealousy is a very bad thing. Misery love company. I hope and pray that they stop inciting born in the USA. Black Americans are here to stay. This one saying that what I don't get is why would anyone think a billionaire care about average American? Make it make sense. Exactly. This one saying that Americans are not confused who Americans are. Third world immigrant are confused. So this one saying that 400 years, this is our country, we got nowhere. Exactly. This one saying that we have been here for thousands of years, way before Christopher Columbus. The lie was even born. Exactly. Black people, they were in America even before Christopher Columbus they came in America. So this was saying that little did they know that they vote for a demonic regime out to destroy this country. This was saying that Indians and black are indigenous people to the land, so we can never be deported. This our land. Exactly. Indians, in fact, the real indigenous people or in America, they are Indians and also black people. So these people, they need to go and learn the history. So kindly guys, you can also share your thought on the comment section. I'll be reading it in my next video. Thank you so much guys. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. And also guys, we are heading to 100,000 subscribers. Kindly guys, subscribe so that we can reach 100,000 subscribers. See you on my next one guys. Bye bye.